Hi there, this is Abhishek, and in this video I will talk about how you can slice and dice arrays, Numpy arrays. So whenever we are creating arrays 2-dimensional or even 3-dimensional, there is a need that we need to access those array elements or the entire array or a range of array. So we'll see how we can do that here using the Numpy library. Alright, so in the previous video you have seen the linspace, the zeros and the ones, these functions about how you can create the ranges. So let's go ahead and create an altogether different Numpy array. So arr_demo, then we will use this time np.array, another way of creating an array where you need to manually specify the array values. So let's go ahead and undo that. 20 and then 5 minus 20 to 15 7, some random values I'm using and executing it. After that, let's visualize or see the output. So array 25 minus 20 to 15 7, whatever we entered, we just displayed it over here. Cool. What if now we want to access the first element? Well, pretty easy. You must have already thought it through, so great. But that's how you can do that. If you remember, array count always start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I need to access 15, I will have to count 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So arr_demo and 4. Now I have the 15 element. Now you have since this is small, you can simply count it. But what if it is 100 or 150 elements long list? Well, you won't be able to do that. Then if you have already thought it through what it could be, then great. But if not, it's pretty straightforward. You just specify -2, that means second value from the last, and what you got is 15, right? So that's how you can very quickly and easily get the either from the front or from the back those list values. But the only catch is you might have already picked it up while I was showing, because when we are accessing the list from the front, it is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3. But when we accessed it from the back, it was starting with -1, -2, right? So do remember that whenever you are accessing any list, accessing any element from this array, because sometimes I've seen due to this, whenever we are doing computation, we run into the issues. All right. So that's about from single dimension. Let's create a multi-dimensional, the 2-dimensional array, and see the accessing in action. So arr2d_demo, and let's use the arrange function, and let's create 20. And so first of all, I will just show you the list. Simple list, you might have think it through, and now I need to create it. So what I can do is I can simply change its shape. So that's a trick. The shape is that there are 20 elements but no column. So what I'm doing is I am saying that I want 10, 2. Alright, so what is the catch now? If I display, here is this. So I have 10 rows as I specified and 2 columns, right? Otherwise, if you want, let's say 5 rows and 4 columns, here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows and 1, 2, 3, 4 different columns. So this way you can make your array multi-dimensional. So in this case, we are viewing the 2-dimensional array. So let's go ahead and first of all use a demo like this, where we are simply passing one value, and let's see what happens in this case. 2. So this is 2, that means 0, 1, 2, and what it is happening is, as you might have thought it through, that 0, 1, 2. So this is a third row that you are getting, right? So what if I am changing it to 2, 1? Well, you get 9. So 0, 1, 2 and 0, 1. That means the 9 element. So up to you whether you want to access the entire row or you want to access a specific element. The idea is the first one is row and second one is column. So what happens if I just remove that? Well, it gives you an error. And you will be like, why it is giving me an error? I'm just applying like a standard shape and it should have given me. Well, quick thing that you need to give is colon, indicate all the rows and enter. So 1, 5, 9, 13 and 17. So 1, 5, 9, 13 and 17. So that's a quick catch that whenever so by default for it just if you are just applying the one element, it identifies that you want to see the row, but you want to see the column, which is a second argument. You need to provide a colon which indicates that all the rows, right? So that's a quick way if you want to access only the column elements. Alright, let's go ahead and create a three-dimensional array. So array 3d underscore demo is equals to, again let's use the range function, and this time let's enter 30. So again, if I simply show you, that's how the value is, but if I change its shape, shape is equals to, I want 3, or let's say simply 2, 5, 6. Yeah, I just doubled the size. So let's make it a single size, 3, 5. 3 5s are 15 to the 30. Should be fine now. ARR 3D. Okay. So as you must have seen, 2, which I was simply doing the calculation in the mind, but that's what it indicates, that these are the 2 different matrices. Within that you have 3 rows and 5 columns. Alright, now let's see how you can access the elements over here. So what happens if we simply pass this 0, 1, and what you are getting is the second matrix. If I pass 0, you will get the entire first two-dimensional array. Okay, now let's increase it to maybe let's say 2, 1, and what I get is the from the first matrix which is this, or the array list, that is this. I want first row, that means the second row, 0, 1, and I get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if I say 1, 1, so that means come to the second matrix, come to the second row, and if I simply do that, I get the second row. But if I let's say 3, I get 23, because 0, 1, 2, 3. So over here you have 23, and that's how you can access any specific elements. And with that, it's up to you at what level you are accessing. So if it is, again, just to repeat it, if it is simply the 1, then 0, 1, you will get the entire matrix. If you are saying 1, 1, that means from the second matrix go to the second row. And if you are saying 1, 1, 1, then you can say, you are basically saying from the second matrix, from the second row, and from the second column, give me the element. And this way you will be accessing a very specific element. Now one of the last piece I will just show you that let's say if I execute this, I will get 21, and I showed you how you need to do the counting. But let's say if I am saying this as 30, so it will not give me any issue. But if I execute it again, and as you can see, the value have been changed from 21 to 30. So this way you can change the specific element list in case you need to do that and get the desired output. So that's pretty much all I have for you in this video, and I will meet you in the new video with a new topic.